back home working in my fairy garden. Hi, it's Sharon from Sherry's Fairies, and we're back at our home in Lethbridge. And it's a cloudy day today, which is so nice because it's been so hot. Fool around in my garden, and it is a disaster. My flower garden, fairy garden, it has great big huge weeds. It's for Fairy Garden Thursday, which is hosted by Grandma Sandy. And if you want to watch more fairy gardens, you just put in hashtag Fairy Garden Thursday, and you'll see lots of fairy gardens. Those are beautiful. I think we'll start over there. I have lots of ideas for next year already. So here's my sunflowers. They are doing very well. And I think I'm going to take some of the leaves off the bottom so that you can see what's underneath. Many, many weeds. It's a healthy bunch of weeds right there. Yeah, we'll get them pulled out. I like to kind of clear underneath the sunflowers and get some of those leaves off, and then you'll be able to see the fairy gardens better. Bring this can over. Oh, we got lots of bees. Lots of bees. We have a beautiful breeze today too. And we have some that are going to seed. Oh, that bee's got lots of pollen on her legs, or his legs, not sure which is which. Hopefully I don't disturb the bees. And, whoops, we'll open this bin. Just throw this stuff in. Under the sunflowers. And I'm getting the leaves out. My lavender is still looking healthy, but it's not growing much. But I guess that's just how it is this first year. My fairy house is taking a beating. So, garden, this will be the 5th summer that it's been out in the garden. So it's time for a refresh. This one's holding up much better. You can use some loving too. And excuse my throat. I have some ground cover back here, which is a thyme. Let's pull those out. And it's doing good. Oh, that lavender smells so good. And I put some of these here in patience, and they're just not growing. Don't think they're getting enough water, and there's a little bit more time. So I want to get back in there and get those weeds out and some of those leaves off. Maybe even get rid of some of the sunflower branches because some of them look spent. Give this area a good cleanup this time. The hosta back there is looking good. And my bleeding heart. So anyhow, when I get this all weeded, I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so I cleaned out a few of the sunflowers. So those plants will get a little more light. And you can see that fairy garden better. And maybe that impatience will grow. These impatiens here love this spot. They're doing great. I'm getting in. Yeah, they've really grown. But there's lots of weeds. So I'm gonna get my dandelion digger out, and we're gonna weed this area right here now. My hosta looks good even though there's something eating it. So I'll just have to figure that out and see what's going on when I dig around in there. Go away. Okay, well. Well, I reached around and I got all the weeds out from behind that big tree stump. Now I'm gonna do that. Well, I'm watching this video and editing it. I find it kind of funny. I was a tight little squeeze back there. But anyhow, I made it. I got those weeds pulled. Well, the lady next door, my neighbor, she is having her shed rebuilt. So, in this video, there will be some noise. I'll try and cover it up with some music or something. But anyhow, I got those weeds pulled. Now I'm just going to come out front of the fence and I'm just going to pull the ones that are between the fence and the brick. Yeah, it looks better. And I'm going to weed this part out right here. And then I think I'm going to quit because it's getting hot already. And I don't want to overdo it. And I'll have about half of it done. I think the worst part. Well, if you watch closely, you'll see I sat on my impatiens plant. And I was quite upset. Well, it's a good thing. It fluffed back up, so I was okay. But yet, so disappointing when you do silly things like that. Well, it's too bad that the neighbors was having some building done, because this video has some good weeding sounds and stuff like that. But it's going to be kind of hard to listen to with them hammering. Well, I'm also deadheading all my perennials that I have in here. And I'd like to invite you at this time, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, to please subscribe. And if you like this content, give me a thumbs up. And leave a comment so I can say hello to welcome you to my channel. Well, sorry about the dog barking, silly mutt. But there are people next door that he can see, and they are building. So, and then the builders start making a whole bunch of noise too. So this was fun doing this video. So I guess I'll just have to do some music. Well, that's it for today for this garden. I got just about half of it done, the larger half, which is great. So I didn't weed in the back there, but there's only just a few, so that's okay. I got the big weeds out of the front, so now you can finally see the plants and they can see the sun, and they'll get more water. And I have some work to do on that fairy garden there. Like I said, it's getting hot out, so I'm going to quit. And we got this side pretty much looking better. So I'm going to put my tools away and call it a day. And I might just sit on my swing for a little bit. There's my swing under the cherry tree. The green bin goes way over here. I'd like to thank you all for watching my video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'd like to thank Grandma Sandy for doing this collaboration with all the fun fairy gardens. Don't forget, you just have to put in # Fairy Garden Thursday and you can watch all the fairy gardens. So I'm tired and I'm going to go sit on my swing with a big drink of water and enjoy what I've done.